The auction sale can be handled several ways. If the auctioneer has a computer at his stand, you click Auction Sale and select the date of the auction, and it brings up the auction vehicles for that day. Any comments that were entered earlier, comment 1 and comment 2, will show up in red to make sure that the auctioneer sees it. Also, if frame damage was checked, this would also appear in red. Or if it was a parts-only car, this whole box would appear in red also. In the event that the auctioneer does not have a computer at his auction stand, then we need to print a list for him. So click Reports and go to Auctioneer List and select the auction date. And here's a list of all the vehicles in the auction. So we're going to select all, that everything's going to be printed. And then we can print an auctioneer list with the low and the owner's name. We can print an auctioneer list without any low. We can print an auctioneer list without any low or owner name. Now this form here is meant for the buyer to sign at the auction stand. The most popular for the auctioneer is the auction list short. So let's take a look at that first by clicking on it. The auctioneer short list has all the information the auctioneer needs to know about a particular vehicle. Normally there's 5 vehicles per sheet. So it has the make, model, year, the stock number, it has the price, it has that it's a car, whether or not it has frame damage, the mileage actually exceeds, etc., whether or not it's a reclamation title, the owner of the vehicle, and auction comment 1 and comment 2. It also gives the auctioneer a place to put the bidder number and the price. After filling out 5 of these, or if he goes past the cars on this list, he turns it into the office. This form is for the buyer to sign at the time of the auction. It has all the information for the vehicle. It has lane, lot number, it was a type A car or green light, stock number, VIN, etc. It also contains the announcements 1 and 2 that were made at the auction. This is where the auctioneer puts the buyer's number and the price of the vehicle. If it's on call, it would be checked here. If the owner accepts, it would be checked here, and you could get the owner's signature also. And here are the conditions of the sale. All vehicles are sold as is, etc. And then the buyer signs at the bottom. And this is all done at the auction stand. If the auctioneer has a computer at his auction stand, it's not necessary to pre-print these forms, because when a vehicle is sold, the auctioneer has the ability to print this form at the time of sale for the buyer to sign.